She doesn't post sex stuff.
Sure, she's a virgin. Sure, she's a 23-year-old big-titted version.
I'm a virgin.
Sophie Rain is married. Not rumored, not maybe, married. And the reason most people don't know is because her entire online image depends on pretending she isn't. Today isn't about gossip. It's about how Sophie Rain built a brand around being young, single, and innocent, while allegedly hiding a husband in plain sight. And before you decide if that's smart branding or straight deception, you need to see how deep this goes. Because the marriage is only one piece of a much bigger story.
I'm a virgin.
Sophie Rain publicly claims that she is a virgin. She's said this multiple times, and it's a big part of the image she presents online. But let's be honest for a second, how realistic does that actually sound? Sophie Rain started OnlyFans back in 2023, and since then she's built a massive career around adult-style content and online appeal. Now that alone doesn't automatically mean anything about someone's personal life, but when you combine that with the way she markets herself, it naturally raises questions. The innocent but seductive persona is clearly part of her brand, and it's one of the main reasons people stay curious about her. There's also a clip from a Joe Rogan podcast that people keep bringing up, where the topic of online creators, sexuality, and public personas comes up. While Joe Rogan isn't directly confirming anything about Sophie Rain, the conversation highlights how influencers often exaggerate or reshape their personal stories to fit what sells best. When you watch that clip in context, it makes you question how much of what we hear online is real and how much is carefully crafted for attention and profit.
This one lady who was saying she made $40 million this year on OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah, that's nuts.
$40 million.
And she's a virgin, I guess, and she doesn't post sex stuff.
Sure, she's a virgin. Sure, she's a 23-year-old big-titted version. The only one that exists in the whole world.
So when Sophie Rain says she's a virgin, some people believe her and others don't. Personally, I find it hard to fully buy into that claim, especially considering the timeline, the type of content she's involved in, and the way her image is marketed. But at the end of the day, this is still her personal life, and none of us can prove anything for sure. Now I want to hear from you guys. Do you think Sophie Rain is being completely honest about this, or do you think it's just another part of the persona she sells online? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Sophie Rain isn't just a name, it's a character. Every post, every outfit, every interview answer, it's all designed to protect one thing, the illusion. And cracks have been showing for a long time, especially when it comes to her real identity, because Sophie Rain didn't start as Sophie Rain.
I'm Izzy. We gotta go at 7:30. I'm Izzy. We gotta go at 7:30.
There's a clip where her own cameraman calls her Izzy, not Sophie, Izzy. You can hear him hesitate immediately, like he knows he crossed a line. That reaction matters, because you don't panic over a nickname unless that name is dangerous to the brand. Old Facebook photos confirm it. Comments from years ago call her Izzy, long before Sophie Rain existed. So who is Izzy? Online records connect Sophie Rain to one identity, Isabella Malaya Blair. Same face, same hometown, same school. And the age she claims publicly doesn't match the timeline. She's been active online for 4 to 5 years, yet still presents herself as freshly legal. Birthday posts from family contradict her public age claims. Ask yourself this: if age didn't matter to her brand, why blur it at all? Because youth sells, and mystery keeps people watching. But this matters even more once marriage enters the picture. Now let's talk about Logan Windler. Same hometown, same high school, same timeline as Isabella Blair. Archived photos show them together before Sophie Rain became a brand. Deleted Instagram accounts only raised more questions. Then there's the business side. Multiple sources claim Logan Windler and Isabella Blair are listed together on companies. That's not fan fiction, that's structure. So ask yourself, if this man wasn't important, why does he keep appearing everywhere Sophie's past exists? People noticed the ring first. A large diamond ring that doesn't exactly say single. Friends close to Sophie have hinted they're together. Anonymous hometown sources say the marriage is real, just kept quiet. Even online footage shows Sophie interacting closely with a man fans believe is Logan. One clue alone doesn't mean much, but all of them together tell a story. And the loudest part of that story, Sophie never addresses it.
I made $43 million
in 1 year.
last year.
That's a fact.
But I get taxed out of my ass. Like,
I can't imagine tax.
That's insane.
I did make $43 million.
That's more than Richie. Can we look up like some athletes? I feel
Videos
like
of
that's
people
more than
comparing,
LeBron
yes.
made last year, bruh.
How much did LeBron James make last year? Wait, just
Oh
barely.
my god.
Oh.
He barely beat you.
Barely. I mean,
That is
crazy.
crazy.
Wait, how much is 40? Sophie, you need to work harder.
I was gonna say my all-time is...
Seriously,
Next
bro.
year you
LeBron got 52,
Yeah, next
bro.
year.
Now connect the dots. A married woman cannot sell the fantasy she's selling. A married woman cannot convincingly play innocent and untouched. A married woman breaks the illusion, and that illusion is worth tens of millions of dollars. Confirmed reports show Sophie made $46 million in 1 year, over $80 million in under 2 years, around $28,000 an hour. So here's the uncomfortable question. Would you risk that kind of money by telling the truth, or would you protect the brand at all costs?
But recently there's been a lot of allegations online talking about me sending photos, which I can proudly say I've never done. All of this is false, which is why I'm here explaining my point so everyone knows. The Spider-Man video doesn't exist, and it never will, and I've never created a Spider-Man video. I'm gonna go more into depth with all of this. I'm just covering the basis about what I'm gonna talk about, just so I can also mentally prepare myself. And then I am aware that I have an audience on TikTok, which I am going to also talk about. And then my Twitter. I see a lot of things recently about me, talking about me being a pedophile and me sending to which I don't do.
Sophie has admitted she knows exactly who watches her content. The outfits, the cosplay, the pop culture bait. This isn't accidental, it's calculated. And when people call it out, she doesn't change. She deflects. So when critics ask whether hiding a marriage while marketing innocence is ethical, the response is silence. So let's be clear. This video wasn't called Sophie Rain is married for shock value. It's called that because all the evidence points in one direction. Same man, same hometown, same business ties, same ring, same silence. The real question isn't whether Sophie Rain is married, it's this. If she's willing to hide a husband to protect the fantasy, what else has the internet been paying for without realizing it? Tell me what you think, because this story doesn't end here. It just gets harder to ignore. So the thing is, if guys like you and me watching this video don't stop watching or supporting people like Sophie Rain, then society is going to get ruined, and it will eventually cause cancer to you and our kids because of social media influence and social media money. Our life doesn't run on money, so you have to keep that in mind. So let me know in the comments if you think Sophie Rain made the money legitimately. Also, let me know in the comments, would you be able to let your kids do all these things and support them for millions of dollars? Let me know in the comments. I would really like to know your point of view on this one. And please subscribe, like this video, and share it with everyone so they know what to do and what not to do.